Hey everybody, I'm Lindsey Olson, Samdia, the brand ambassador, and today I'm going to take you through how to get the Voluminous Effortless waves. This is going to include the blow dry, the products, the brushes, and the iron work. And this is going to be at salon speed. So it's going to show you the fastest way to get this look.
We're going to start by prepping with Redken's Quick Blowout. This is going to help speed up the blow dry time as well as heat protect the hair throughout the process. Combing the product through so it's thoroughly distributed through the hair. I like to section the back away from the front and start the blow dry in the front. I'm using a mixed boar bristle brush for the maximum amount of smoothness and control over the finish. Starting at the base first, blow dry the base and then working my way towards the mids of the hair. Then once I get to the ends, I like to switch and use a ceramic round bristle brush for the maximum amount of control and movement. This section I'm going to wrap up and clip into the place while I work on the rest of the hair. Starting on the sides, I'm using low elevation with that mixed boar bristle brush. This is going to give me more movement and not a ton of volume on the sides. The brush is on top of the section to really smooth the hair down and give it a high polished finish. Once the base is dry, then I move to the mids of the hair and then I switch brushes for those ends. So going through those ends with the ceramic round bristle brush. Spraying Redken's Thermal Spray 11. This is a mild thermal spray on those ends. This is going to give you even more polish to your finish because the ends always need it. And following all the way through to the very ends of the hair with the blow dry and brush together. Working my way up the head. Again, I'm coming in, blow drying the base first, then moving down to the mids of the hair. Always making sure the base is dry, then the mids, and then to the ends. The ends, I'm using that round ceramic brush to give more movement, spraying section by section with the thermal spray. I find this gives me more control versus spraying the whole entire section. I like to combine the sections together once they're dry and using that thermal spray on them together just to give even more polish and bounce to those ends. Doing the same thing on the opposite side, low elevation. So the hair is 45 degrees below the 90. This is gonna give movement, minimal volume on those sides. Using 2 different brushes per section, working my way down from the base to the mids and then the ends, and every section spraying Redken's light, mild thermal spray 11. So again, starting at the base with that brush on top, this is going to give you maximum amount of smoothness. So if you've ever had to get more polish, try putting the brush on top of the hair versus underneath. As I work my way down the hair strand, again, switching brushes to using that ceramic brush on the ends with that thermal spray and just giving a little bit of twirl as I work my way down for added bounce in the finish. Once I get to the top, I'm looking for a little bit more volume, so I'm gonna elevate the hair higher up. The higher up you hold the hair, the more volume you will get on the finish. So again, still using that mixed boar bristle brush and then going in with a ceramic once I get to the ends. Using dry sectioning clips, I can control the hair while I'm blow drying and combining the sections without it putting a dent to the hair. This is really helpful to maintain control over the finish while I'm still working. As I blow dry both the front and combine the sides, now I'm gonna work on the back. In the back, I really wanna maximize movement and not volume, so I'm using a flat wrap technique with a paddle brush. This is also super easy to do on yourself and really takes minimal time to do this. Once the base is dry, then I'll come in with that mixed boar bristle brush, blow and dry in the mids, and then the ends again coming in with that round ceramic bristle brush and that thermal spray section by section for that polished look. Always finishing and following through the brush with the blow dryer the entire time. Working my way up the head, again, flat wrapping. You're gonna create like X's with that paddle brush and then moving towards that mixed boar bristle brush for the mids and then going back in with the ceramic round bristle brush on those ends and the thermal spray to really give it that control and polish, following all the way through to the very last end. As I work my way up the head, I'm gonna continue with that X motion of the flat wrap on the top, then using that boar bristle brush again, smoothing those mids of the hair and then polishing them with the ceramic round bristle brush and that thermal spray once I get to the very end, following through, keeping the blow dry and brush close together all the way to the very last end for high polish. This is going to give you a strong finish all the way throughout. Now going in with the 2-in-1 Marcel, I'm using the 1.5" iron just to put some loose bend into the hair, loosely wrapping the hair around the iron, using a section that's the size of the iron. So the iron is 1.5 inches, so the sections are 1.5 inches. The elevation, just like what we did with the brushes, is low. This is because we're just looking for a little bit of movement, not so much volume. As I wrap the hair around the iron, it has to be flat for just that loose, effortless look versus twisting. So just flat wrapping the hair around the iron, let it heat up and drop it down. Each section still spraying that thermal styling mist from Redken. Once I'm done, I'm coming in with a styling brush and brushing everything together to really combine this look and give it a high polish with that soft styling brush bristle. And there is our loose, effortless wave. I cannot wait to see how you guys take this look and try it yourselves.
Thank you so much for watching. I cannot wait to see how you take this tutorial and make your own beautiful look. And always don't forget to subscribe to Sam Villa for the latest in all hair trends.